So I learned last week when I was off, kind of sad news, another Montreal institution closing down after so many years, and that is the Barbie Barn. And I think if you've lived here for any amount of time, you probably had a chance to go to the one either downtown on Guy or the one in the West Island, which has been there for, I think, over 40 years. So yeah, sad news. Tom McQueen, the former owner of the Barbie Barn, is on the line. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
Good. So I imagine, first of all, give people some perspective here. How long have you been involved in the Barbie Barn?
In the restaurant or the family?
The family itself.
50 years since I was 9.
Since you were what?
9.
9?
Yeah.
What were you doing at 9?
Started on the golf course, and then a couple years later, he said, you need a real job, so he brought me into the restaurant.
Wow. Okay, so when you say he, are we talking Manny Barnoff back
correct.
in the original days? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then in terms of, so you get involved working for him from the get-go, and when did your family end up getting involved?
All my kids have worked here when they were going to school. Right now, I still have my daughter and 2 of my brothers still working here.
Wow.
But I wanted to slow down, cut it down to 50 hours a week instead of what I'm doing now. And I asked my children to take over. I'll give you the keys. I'll still work 50 hours. I'll be behind you, but I need to take a rest. And they all said to me, Papa, weekends and nights, you got to be out of your mind.
Wow. So go ahead.
No, so it just, my health comes first. And
yeah. How old are you now, Tom?
59.
And you've had enough of working 50-hour weeks, and the kids...
No, I'm working close to 100.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to cut it down.
You want to cut it down to 50. I see. Okay. Okay. And the kids were like, yeah, thanks, Dad, but no thanks. That's the bottom line?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I have a couple of questions. Number one, obviously, you want to keep it in the family if you could. It clearly is a viable business, or at least was a viable business, right?
No,
Everyone was making a living.
Of course.
Okay. But your kids, for whatever reason, how old are your kids?
35, 33, 31, 29.
And they want to do something else?
Well, they all have their own degrees. They all play golf in the summer, play hockey in the winter.
You're doing a pretty nice job of supporting a family, huh? Wow, look at that. Golf in the summer, hockey in the winter, and they'd like to keep it that way. So you say they all have degrees. They're all just going to go on to do different things from what they've told you?
Yeah, right now, 3 of them live in Calgary. 1 lives in Toronto, and I have 2 still in Montreal.
Okay. So at that point where your family now says, yeah, Dad, thanks, but no thanks, I imagine a lot of people probably feel the same way. You would have put out feelers and said, look, I don't want to do this. My kids don't want to do this. Surely someone would like to take over the restaurant, invest some money because, as I said, it's a going concern. Did you do that? Did that happen?
I did not do that yet. But all last week, the lineup started around 10 a.m. I only unlocked my doors at 11:30. So as soon as I unlocked the doors, I got I would say about 150, 175 people walking in at one shot.
Okay, well, we should mention that's because you had announced that you were going to be closing. You were handing out free food, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'll attract 150 people at 10 in the morning, Tom. So suddenly when people, it's the same thing, right? That happened. We've had a couple of Montreal institutions now close. Memesso's went through the same thing.
Yeah.
They had to close early because everyone started showing up once they announced they were going out of business.
Yeah.
So you see all these people there. Do you think to yourself, did you have second thoughts at any point?
I did. But then I looked at the staff. I mean, when they were leaving, any night, you pick a night, makes no difference. When they leave at 11 o'clock at night, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, no one had lunch, no one had supper. I mean, there was no time to take breaks.
It's a tough business.
It is.
Tough business indeed. So again, with respect to someone else showing some interest, you haven't sort of approached there. You haven't dealt with that situation yet. You've closed the store now because I guess, I don't know, you ran out of food. So many people started showing up.
Yeah.
So what's the plan from here on in?
Right now, I'm just going to take it easy for now. I got some administration work to do behind the scenes. And then I'm going to start feeling all the phone calls. I mean, I don't know how many, 50 calls to return.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people that want to come in, silent partners, one that want to take it over. Some want to keep it as is. Some want to just use it and redo the restaurant to whatever their liking is. There's options out there. I mean, that's what I was telling the clients in the lineup.
In a perfect world, what do you want to see happen?
I would like to see someone take it over.
And keep it as the Barbie Barn?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like, I mean, as a business, I don't know, but that seems like a pretty reasonable idea.
And you know what? Like I said, it's a turnkey event.
Yeah, everything's already there, just different name on the contract that owns the joint, and they carry on.
Carry on.
Of course, I will point out for people who maybe don't know that part of the city, you're at the corner of Sources and Brunswick, and that is a pretty serious corner. It's access to the 40, right? And you can go all the way down to Sources to the 20.
Yeah.
I imagine for someone, and I'm sure you will have fielded calls like this as well, saying, listen, here's however much money you want. No, we're not going to keep the name. We're going to knock down the restaurant and put up, I don't know, a gas station, a condo, whatever. Right? I mean, it's a valuable piece of land.
I sure hope it's not going to be condos if that time comes.
Do you have a choice? I mean, you don't have to sell this, right?
No, I don't.
So you can just sit back and pick whatever offer you like, and hopefully it stays where it is and remains as a business. When are you going to make that decision?
Well, like I said, I have a couple of weeks of administration work to do.
Okay.
Then I'm flying to Calgary to see my family.
You're going to talk it over with the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Don't talk it over too much with the kids, Tom. You offer to give them and they don't even want it. So I just don't put too much faith in what they're going to tell
Aaron,
you.
if I could tell you what our sales are per year, you would say, "Are your kids mental?"
Yeah, I can imagine. Tom, listen, I'd like to buy it. Would you sell it to me?
Make sure your check doesn't bounce.
Well, it'd be a few checks. It won't be just one check. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, you can trust me.
I have no problem. I'll take both of the checks.
Person. All right. So the Barbie Barn will stay where it is on the West Island. And Tom, you're welcome anytime. And by the way, I will tell you, when I heard the story, we were away last week on vacation, right?
Yes.
I had a rack of ribs on you.
There you go.
I remember so many times downtown anyway on Guy Street, those old days in that cramped restaurant, walking in there with the Spanish rice and the ribs, and I need another napkin because my hands are
and walking up 4 flights of stairs.
And the best part of all was parking in the back. I don't know if that was the case originally when you could park on Mackay Street, remember, in the back?
Exactly.
That was the best because there's nowhere to park downtown. Listen, it's sad to know that you are getting out of the business, at least sad for us.
Yes.
I'm happy for you, although at 59, you're far too young to retire. But hey, I'm not telling you what to do. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done. Yeah.
Can I just give a fast word to Brian?
Sure.
Brian, thanks for helping me out.
Brian, yeah. So Brian Callis, our producer. Brian, you were doing ads for the Barbie, right?
Yeah. Voiceover ads.
Yeah.
That's nice
and
of you
again,
to
Brian,
say.
thanks for your efforts.
Oh, no problem, my man. Anytime.
Tom, are there any ribs left?
No, we actually ran out Sunday at 5:30.
So there are no ribs to be gotten anywhere.
There's nothing in this building.
Sad news. Tom McQueen from the Barbie Barn. Tom, all the best. Do me a favor if you can. Let us know when you finally get around to deciding what it is you're going to do. Would you tell us so we can pass it on to our listeners?
I'll keep you posted.
That'd be great. Tom, thanks so much.
You're a gentleman.
Tom McQueen from the Barbie Barn, closing after the West Island location, I believe, after 44 years in business. And, of course, the Barbie Barn's been around for almost 60 if you include downtown. Too bad. Mother Montreal. Well, who knows? But as he said, maybe it stays the Barbie Barn. Maybe there's someone out there who wants to run that business, which would be even better news.